how the training process was. Because you didn't know chess, but you were coaching students to know chess, even though you yourself
Yes.
didn't know it that well. So I'm curious with the process. How do you measure success in that case? How do you measure a student, or the student is playing well or not?
And people didn't know. I actually, at night, I will be at home. I will set the chessboard, start to analyze moves, get books, analyze moves, try to fine tune all kinds of moves so that tomorrow I'll be able to go and give the student something that is relevant, that can assist them. But for
Hi guys, this is our 5th episode, and as we promised that we'll keep on bringing great guests and have beautiful and insightful conversations. Today we are having a conversation with Mr. Dikgang, who is a teacher, a founder of Quantum Leap Academy, and this, my friend, is the director's journal. Mr. Dikgang, I want us to. I hope you're good, sir.
I'm good. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes. I want us to go back a little bit. I want us to maybe when you look at your childhood, what part of it shaped the decisions that you made for you to be the person you are today?
I would say my childhood, we didn't have people who somehow gave us the direction that I would say would have assisted us to be the people that we are. And growing up in my home village of Madinare, I would say I grew up as one of the best football talents that ever came out of the village. But due to so many mindset struggles, I achieved nothing out of it. And I still remember, even today, when I go around, people still look at me and admire the talent that I had, that at the end of the day I achieved nothing. Yeah, but that is, I would say, due to that, I was somehow inspired to identify what exactly would have happened to me for me to have excelled as a football player. Because the reason was not because of lack of talent. The talent was in abundance, but the mindset was not correct, and therefore I didn't achieve much. That is why I ended up turning out to assist people to fly high in their own talents. I would say maybe that is how I can put it.
Yeah. Have you ever felt misunderstood in your journey when you were trying maybe to develop your football skills?
Yeah, on many occasions.
Yeah.
On many occasions. I'm one person who I would say on my good day, I would determine the result of the game, literally.
Yes.
But people didn't realize that I didn't cope with being shouted at.
Mm-hmm.
If you shout at me, you can switch me off completely.
Yes.
And that is one of the reasons why I didn't go far with football, because I think I didn't take shouting at lightly due to so many reasons.
Yes.
That is how people failed to understand me.
Yes.
But on any good day, without any shouting, when my mind feels like the environment is allowing, the environment is fine, I will be the deciding factor of the game.
Yes. But in terms of communication, have you ever had a chance to communicate your feelings with your coach maybe at the time, or anyone who was supervising the game?
Yeah, that is the challenge that I should think I ended up having to deal with young people, because I realized that I didn't even, for the starters, I didn't even understand myself.
Uh-huh.
There was nothing to tell. I felt there was something, but I didn't know how to communicate it. And that is the reason why so many young people today are struggling, because there is they can feel like there is something that is supposed to be communicated. They don't even know how to communicate it.
Yes.
And that is the downfall of so many today.
Yes.
And that is why today, one of the things that I want is to assist young people to understand themselves very well. The moment they understand themselves, they can be able to even communicate to say, this is who I am.
Yes.
And this is how you can assist me.
Yes. But before you manage to break free from that, I want to understand what made you, or how did you manage to break free from that? How did you get to a point where now you understood yourself and how you can be able to express yourself?
It took time because I would say nobody ever assisted me to understand me. That is why maybe it took time.
Yes.
The moment I realized it, and then I somehow managed to navigate the correct route that I was supposed to take, then I became unstoppable.
Yes.
Then I somehow then started to assist young people maybe to understand themselves quickly, so that they get to become unstoppable a lot more earlier in life, so that they can achieve more a lot more earlier.
Yes.
So I never ever feel better about it. Sometimes I feel it was a blessing in disguise, because now I can understand any young person, whatever they're going through. When I remember what I went through,
Yes.
then I can be able to assist them, because there are so many who are going through that.
Yes. Young people are facing a lot of challenges, Mr. Dikgang, like a lot of challenges, especially in today's world, where there's a lot of things happening on the internet, and there are a lot of influencers, and people are trying to copy everything that they see on the internet.
Exactly.
So how do you advise young people to be careful, to be cautious whenever they choose their mentors, maybe, if I can put it that way?
One of the things that I normally try to get young people to do is to establish what they want out of their lives.
Yes.
Because if ever you understand what you want, if you can be like when I was coaching chess, I think one of the things that I used to do, I used to sit down with young people one at a time.
Yes.
What do you want to achieve this year? I want to become a champion. Then let us work to become a champion. And people were surprised how these kids are achieving what they're achieving. It was because we have to set a goal.
Yes.
And for them now to go train, the intensity of the training and the input that they put in was mainly determined by the goal that they have set. So when I'm dealing with young people today, the starting point is having a goal. Set a goal, picture it, give it size, then emotionalize it.
Yes.
Because if a goal can hit the emotion of a child, then I don't have to be running around telling you, don't take these drugs, don't do this, don't run with mojolo.
Yeah.
No. I'm one person who doesn't like always on their case, checking each and every single step that they take. No.
Yes.
I do my best to empower them, give them a dream to live for, and then I don't follow them closely that much. I give them the freedom.
Yes.
Take a decision that you'll be proud of at the end of the day. But it has worked for them a lot.
Yes. Okay. Football. Should we say you gave up, or you transitioned from that to something else?
Yeah, I think transitioning will be a better way, I would say.
Yeah.
Because this takes me to 2007 when I arrived in Nata.
Yes.
Yeah, but then Nata was it was still rural. I'm very rural by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I arrived there, yeah, you know, I was a mathematics teacher.
Yes.
And when I got there, already there was a football coach. Then what do I do?
Yes.
I've never played chess. I only knew just few moves. But I took up chess. That is how I moved into chess. And with me, whenever I take up something, I go full force.
Yes.
I demand on myself to do the best I can. So I had to work so hard together with the students that I was coaching.
Yes.
So we were working very hard. that is how the game. That is how maybe I would say I transitioned from football to chess.
Okay.
It was due to the fact that football was already taken.
Yes.
Then I moved into chess.
So, as an individual yourself, you found something else to do, but didn't it disturb the dream that you had, that you wanted to be a football player?
No, but I think when I went to Nata, already the dream was dead.
Ah, okay.
Already the dream was dead. It was just now impacting other people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say I had any dream to somehow. I think by then I had already given up on anything. It was just maybe to help other young people to play football.
Yeah.
So transitioning on this other one, I would say maybe the Bible says the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. It was by divine design that I went to chess, because after that, I think chess contributed to me becoming the person that I am today.
Beautiful.
Because it was so great.
Yes.
And the achievements and then transition, and I should think the other things we're still going to talk about.
Yes.
It was a very, very, I think it was critical transition.
Yes. So you mentioned that you knew nothing about chess when you started chess.
Yes. Yeah.
What inspired that for you to, if football was taken, was chess the only thing available? Or I just want to understand what inspired you having to opt for chess, even though you knew nothing about chess.
Yeah, I didn't know much about chess, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it, maybe even though there were other options.
Yes.
But I liked chess. So that's why maybe then it was available. Then maybe I picked something that was my passion that I was never aware of when I was growing up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then you used chess as an instrument or as a tool to now help shape young minds.
Yeah, like I said, when I do something, I go full force.
Yes.
I demand excellence. And when I took up chess, as we started to play, I started to realize that chess is more than just the game.
Yes.
It is life.
Yeah.
And the things that are happening over this chessboard, the whole chessboard itself, it's a field that represent the world out there. And all the activities happening, they are more or less the same with what is happening in the world.
Yes.
And therefore, these young minds, they had to play chess, but also find how chess resonate with their own personal life. That is why now I started to use it to not only get them to play good chess, but also to become good human beings.
Yes. Winning, would you say the way you were teaching them was just something to do with the mind, with the mindset?
Yeah, like I said when we started.
Yes.
I think my mindset somehow, there was a problem. I had to accept that there was a problem.
Yes.
And then I was like, if me being so talented with football and having achieved nothing, and what could be maybe the password to excellence?
Yes.
And again, I wasn't that good in chess. I was learning while coaching.
Yes.
But what could be something that can compensate my not being that good? That is when by then I still enjoy, I like the reading.
Yes.
I bought a book by John Maxwell. He said, talent is not enough. So then I realized that achievement is more than just a talent. So I started to read the book, understand how these things work, and then I applied them. But I think what I should have started with was the fact that when I arrived in Nata, one of the key statements that I think inspired me a lot, I took it from the Bible. I should think when I arrived in 2007, the SU group that is there still remember when I preached to them, I said, the scripture that says, can anything good come out of Nazareth?
Yes.
Then I said, can anything good come out of Nata?
Yes.
We enjoyed it. We celebrated on it, said, but let something good come out of Nata. I went to mathematics lessons. Can anything good come out of Nata? Yes, it can. I think yes, it came from. By then, Obama was just that was Obama's era.
Yes.
So yes, I can was still fresh there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when he
alive.
said, "Can anything good come out of Nata?" Yes, it can.
Yes.
So we went to mathematics lessons. We worked so hard. We delivered great results with those students. I still remember there was one boy called Ditshweu Sisa, beat the entire region, and yeah. So we went to chess. Can anything good come out of Suasi Jesus? Yes, it can. We went full force. Then we said, but how can we do it?
Yes.
That is when I brought in the Talent is Not Enough book by John Maxwell. That's when we talked about all those initiatives, all those have clear whatever you want to go for it, and all those ingredients that will bring out success.
Yes.
And I would read it to the players. We'll apply them, and when we applied them, the start went up. And within 2 years, we won silver medal. The fourth year, we became champions.
Yeah.
And then after that, for 4 years, we became champions for three years.
Yes.
The other year, we silver medal. So we dominated. We literally dominated the whole country with that. And I started to say, I still remember how Nwaku interviewing us. I think we're in the Dumani CGSS, and they was like, I mean, how are you doing it?
Yes.
And one of the key tenets or the key ingredients was belief.
Yes.
John Maxwell talked about believe that you can. And I still remember I stood before the BTV cameras and I said, I just made them believe that they can win.
Yes.
So that is basically what we were doing.
Beautiful. It's so inspiring, Mr. Dikgang, that you, even though you knew nothing about chess, God, I'm curious how the training process was, because you didn't know chess, but you were coaching students to know chess, even though you yourself
Yes.
didn't know it that well. So I'm curious what the process is. How do you measure success in that case? How do you measure a student, or the student is playing well or not?
And people didn't know. You know, I actually, at night, I will be at home. I will set the chessboard, start to analyze moves, get books, analyze moves, try to fine-tune all kinds of moves so that tomorrow I'll be able to go and give the student something that is relevant, that can assist them. But fortunately, before long, Botswana Chess Federation, they managed to see my passion.
Yes.
They took me for chess coaching clinics, and then that's how they upgraded me. And then there was one man called Mr. Makwati.
Yes.
He just he was the facilitator at that coaching clinic. Then from there, somehow we connected. As I even visited him at his place, he started to explain to me so many things.
Yes,
so I was so passionate about understanding the game of chess, and he gave me some books that I started to study chess from, and I would analyze and work hard to identify those best ways of winning.
Yes.
And the more I identified them, I went to teach them. I give them. One of the things that I did realize was that they didn't know how to read. So I'll try to give them. Tomorrow I will demand them to apply when they were never reading. But then I said, then it's a challenge to me.
Yes.
I have to read on their behalf and explain it to them.
Yeah.
So that is how it was. Because sometimes I will give them a book. Within, they will lose the books. I would get frustrated, but I then said, no, I think I have to change the way I'm doing it. That is why I started to read. You know, those were great times, I'm telling you. Those were great times.
Yes,
you know
I
that
can
there
tell.
was still Wimpy in Nata.
Okay.
There was Wimpy in Nata.
Yes.
You know, I will take these kids to Nata, to Wimpy,
To Wimpy,
buy
yes.
them ice creams, and we'll train. Maybe the whole day we'll be there in Wimpy, and we enjoyed ourselves. That is how we were winning, and people were looking at it, didn't know how we were doing it. But there is one statement that I used to say it over and over again until they started to saying it.
Yes.
And then I said, if you want to become a champion, train like a champion.
Yes.
And they knew that this is the commitment. That was the time when the teachers and the government, they were in a disagreement concerning the issues of overtime and the like.
Yes.
And that means then they somehow they stopped the Saturday studies. And then what I did with the chess students, they will come for study. After study, we train chess.
Yes.
Just us, only chess students. They will study, because one of the things that I demanded of them was, it's academic excellence before you excel in chess. Mm-hmm. They knew it, and sometimes even when you're in Nata, coming to Aron, it's a wow.
Yes.
And imagine then you say, no, guys, if ever you are going to go to Gaborone, the password into the bus is your end of month marks. So that is why they were pushing very hard for them to, because our team became so strong such that if I take any group, we'll go and win.
Yes.
So now marks have to play the part, and I think it pushed them to excel academically also.
Yes. So moving or transitioning, okay, not transitioning, but you being a mathematics teacher, and then after working hours, you get into chess. How did you manage students in class as well as chess training?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I demanded was discipline.
Yes.
And building relationship with those students. I think the good thing is that we're building good relationships, and that is why we are still get together and remember. Though I was tough, I think that one. I think we cannot deny it. I was very tough and I was very demanding, and they knew it.
Yes.
I mean,
and I knew it.
Yes. Because there is no need for you to come and just become their friends and then they just relax, they fail. That I would have failed.
Yes.
Even if they could excel in chess and academically they don't do well,
yes.
I would have failed.
True.
So that is why I was so demanding on them. But I think every student realized it was for their own good.
Yes.
Because if ever I was just going, no, just pass, just do well in chess, and people start to say, oh, at the end of the day, we don't have any professional chess player in Botswana, and we are not even expecting them to, at the end of the day, make money out of chess. Chess will assist them to play the game of life very well.
Yes.
But playing the game of life academically, they should have done well. And
yes.
that is how fair we were supposed to be with the students.
Yes.
And that is how we related so well. And that is why we're still relating very well up to today.
Yes. If you didn't know, Mr. Dikgang was my maths teacher at junior school. I'm so proud to be interviewing him today. Mr. Dikgang, Nata Village. I want to believe that at the time, Corona, I got to meet you here last say but I want to believe at the time around Bonobo 2007, the village was too rural.
It's too rural. It was a dusty area. I should think I was still a new teacher by then. I was still working. I will even take the chessboards, walk to Magongwa, to primary school,
yes,
on foot, trying to introduce chess to those young people. You know the group Yabo, Malebo Sokisi, and
yes.
Yeah.
That was my group.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
You know, I started them when they were doing standard 6, because I knew if they can have that introduction, when they come, I can come and refine when already they've got something.
Yes.
And though rural as it was when they were still at primary school, but I think it was more like passion, commitment, and ensuring that you do something to their young lives.
Yes.
Yes.
But the village, I'm curious of the dream that you came carrying to the village, the inspiration that you carried to the village. What was burning inside of you?
Was excellence.
Excellence.
One thing that I never compromise on is excellence, and I should think that is one thing that has carried me up to today.
Yes.
If ever you are doing something, identify the excellence part of it. How will excellence look like, and go for it with everything that you can.
Yes.
Because today, we majority of people, I normally tell people, guys, I think we need maybe at some point to just surrender our lifelong membership to this cult called average and mediocrity. And that is one thing that I didn't want.
Yes.
And when I got there, I just demanded excellence in whatever I was doing, whether in a mathematics lesson, whether as a chess coach, whether I went to SU, whatever I did, I demanded excellence. And that is why we were able to deliver. I think it was so interesting such that I think it came to a point where every child in Nata wanted to play chess and believed that they can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, and when people ask me, what is your best team? I normally call the team Yabo, the very first team that brought the silver medal. They never won gold,
Yes.
but they were the ones who won the first ever silver medal when nobody ever won it. I think it was captained by Taka, Dimpo Taka.
Okay.
There was Kifilwe, Maposa, then Poncho Ndolo, and I think Kumbulani.
Yes.
So these two were doing Form 3, Form 2, and Form 1 was Poncho was doing Form 1. Yeah, I still remember even some of the games, I still picture them the way they are.
Yes.
There is this one of the best players was Tapelo Francis. I still remember the game when Kifilwe checkmated her.
Yes.
That we ended up, and I still remember the game between Faith and Dimpota. Faith by then was the best in Botswana.
Yes.
Drew against Dimpota. We drew against that best school called, by then, Maikan. We drew against them. At the end of the day, they won gold, we won silver.
Yes.
So I still remember those. And it was due to the fact that we won. We were working very hard.
Yes.
And I still, there are things that I still remember. You know, when we entered the hall, I was working with them. The trophies were put up there in the stage in Naledi Senior.
Yes.
And Kifilwe just shouted, "Are bonang, ye trophy ya Shua."
Hey.
Though we didn't take the trophy to Shua, but we took the silver medal to Nata.
Yes. Yes.
So those were beautiful moments that up to today I still remember them very fresh.
Yes.
But the inspiration was always to win and deliver the best.
Yes. So I want to believe talent, Mr. Dikgang, is essential, especially to young people, so that when they grow up, they have to discover their talents apart from or outside their academic journey. Because in today's world, we see a lot of young folks having or living the best lives from their talents only. And also, there's a case of teachers that wants to so that they can be able to train students. And what can you say to them in that case or in that area?
Yeah, I think we've got so many people who I would say they manage to put up a career which is maybe not academic.
Yes.
But I've always been very, very straightforward to say if ever your career is going to go far,
yes,
your intellectual development is going to play a part. That is why whenever you are pursuing any other extracurricular talent,
yes,
I demand you to couple it with academics.
yes.
Never ever say the reason why we've got so many young people highly talented who end up achieving nothing is because we never ever realized the important part that is played by the curriculum side of it. And I'm always having a problem when young people just say we are all out for extracurricular.
Yes.
Because I know along the way. But in actual fact, talent, if ever is going to go far, the mind and the contribution of the mind and the talent.
Yes.
Mind is going to contribute 80%, talent 20%.
Yes.
If you turn it upside down, then you know you're destined to fail.
Yes.
That is why I said I was a highly talented footballer.
Yes.
I captained my school team at junior school at Form 2. But I didn't achieve nothing because there were a lot of problems in my
Yes,
mind.
yes.
So that is why we've got so many talented people today who are struggling to achieve much because we abandoned their mental development.
Yes.
Because that is a key determining factor whether you're going to be successful or not.
Yes.
That's why maybe I was so demanding myself on young people to pursue also academics
Yes.
at the end of the day. So maybe we can also request to say teachers, they need to understand this, not only teachers, but so many people, because these days now, people are presiding over the development of young people and some coaches, we've got tennis, we've got boxing, karate, athletics, and all kinds. All these people, maybe not all of them are teachers.
Yes.
But they need to understand this. That is why it has always somehow hurt me when I try to avail myself to such, to say, okay, you are a good coach, and I don't even want to profess so that maybe I know football, but let me come and talk to your boys. Let me come and talk to your players.
Yes.
But majority of coaches don't even see the need.
Yes.
Until the kids start to fail. They will tell them, change your mindset. The kid doesn't even know where to start.
Yes.
With me, I've studied so many details about how the mind operates. That's what I come and assist.
Yes.
So that is what we do. That is why I would take kids from Nata, with me not being such that good chess player, and then I just come and play around with their minds. And then they beat the whole country.
Yes. Beautiful.
That's why that is how I tested it. I learned it from John Maxwell.
Yes.
Success in any area is 20% talent, 80% mindset.
Yes.
I attended the mindset part. That is how we dominated the whole country. When I said it on BTV that I made them to believe, people thought that maybe I'm hiding some certain secrets of the moves. No, I wasn't. I was being true by then. And I still say it today. If you want success, know the right ingredients and put them in the right measure.
Yes.
If you miss, even lauka dira netane, lauka dira cake,
Yes.
and then you put more salt than is needed, you have messed it up.
True.
Now today we are putting more talent than is needed. That is why we are missing up talent.
Yes. Okay. We talked to students, we talked to teachers. I want us to now talk to parents before we move on to coaching. I want us to talk to parents and maybe touch a little bit a message to the government in terms of developing young people from schools to be the champions of their lives.
Yeah, parents should not just say they trust the person who is, maybe if you are going for football, they are just saying, no, we trust, they're doing it. Go there, understand their policies. What do they believe in? What is it, apart from just the development of talent, what is it that they have for the kids?
Yes.
Is there any other personal development program that they have? If they don't, it doesn't matter how they are doing well.
Yes.
At that time, they are going, somehow there is a cliff they're going to fall into. And they shouldn't even see it as maybe being difficult. To demand those things for your child, it's not being difficult.
Yes.
It's doing the right thing. And these teams should have proper structures where you deal with the mental development of a child. Normally, sometimes when I'm dealing with girls in my mentoring programs,
Yes.
I normally don't judge a young girl who have got 3 boyfriends.
Yes.
First, I have to go and check. That's why I always tell them, they open up. I know that the environment that these children grow in kills their capacity to say no. And after killing the capacity to say no, at home we make them feel bad for they saying no.
Yes.
Then we expect them to go out there to say no to 10 propositions from boys.
Yes.
And then they say yes, yes, yes. And then it's not even because they just lose. No, it's because the environment did not teach them correctly. That is where now we say, allow us as coaches to come and assist in building these kids emotionally, their capacity to say no, their capacity to take good decisions, and all these things put together, you'd find that they make a child who will go far.
Yes. Mr. Dikgang, coaching. You transitioned from being a chess coach to now a life coach. How is it working out for you?
Yeah, like I said, my passion has always been people development. And I would say I'm still very much grateful, and I'm very happy that these young people, when I was in Nata, when I brought up all these ingredients, they took them up, they applied them, and it delivered results. So now, I then looked at life, but the ingredients are still the same.
Yes.
But it was easy for me to transition because already I've applied them, they have worked. That is why today, even when I'm doing coaching, the starting point is setting goals.
Yes.
Because if you don't set goals, you cannot achieve. What do you achieve if you have got nothing? If you are not aiming at anything, what can you hit? So you find that the very ingredients, I may come and read extensively, but at the end of the day, the blueprint still remains the same. And I stepped into life coaching with confidence because already I've seen that these things are working. And it was so easy, and I just flourished. And I had to learn patience. I had to learn my own emotional management, because even though we were winning big, but we're still losing big.
Yes.
And those are the things. I learned a lot to manage losses, to manage wins and all the like. But I think the journey itself, the chess journey, it was very, very important. That's why I said it was a very good coincidence that I ended up falling into chess, because it has assisted me a lot in transitioning to life coaching.
Yes.
That is why even my coaching programs today, I still use chess to train some skills.
Okay. Mr. Dikgang, I'm going to put you on a spotlight. You talked about managing losses. I want you to take a look at your camera and talk to someone right now who's going through a lot of losses and is about to give up in life.
Yes. If I was to look you eyeball to eyeball, I would say whenever you fail you encounter a major loss, what questions do you normally ask yourself? Because the question that you ask yourself is very, very important. It can either kill you or it can either make you. If you start asking yourself, like, why me? That is when you are killing yourself. But one of the key questions, I will say, I adopted this one thing from W. Clement Stone. He said every time he encountered a massive loss, he will sit back and say, this is good. What am I learning out of it? The moment you say this is good, you are pushing yourself, more like you're creating the state of positivity in you. But when you say, why me? The questions that will follow is like, I'm not good enough. Every answer that is going to come is going to be negative.
Yeah.
Why the negative? Then the reason is going to be negative.
Yeah.
But this is good. What am I learning out of it? It completely changes the mindset that approaches the setback. And remember where you want to go. One of the courses that I conduct, the resilience course, it deals a lot with connecting with the bigger picture, the bigger goal, the thing that you want to achieve. If you have connected with it, any setback, when it hits you hard, and remind yourself of the thing that you want to achieve, you are able to rise up and keep going.
Yes.
Yes. So remember your goal.
Yes. Mr. Dikgang, you train a lot of various age groups. Mm-hmm. So I want us to start with your mentorships. So I want to understand, mentorships, you are basically or mostly mentoring young people or the youth, right? So what are the challenges transitioning from mentoring the youth and now having to deal with corporates? Because I understand through Quantum Leap, which we will talk about, you also train corporates. Yes.
One thing about young people, I would say, within the young people, we are dealing with girls and boys.
Yes.
These are other two very different people again.
Yes.
One thing about girls is that when you are mentoring them, there and there, they will catch it up and they'll start up playing it and go all up excited and the like.
Yes.
Boys, they will not even show any sign. Sometimes, if you don't have experience with dealing with them, you'll think that they're mean, you'll think that they're difficult. Just keep on working with them. They will come 5 years after.
Yes.
Tell you word for word what you said, even when they showed no interest.
Yes.
That is how it works. And it's all up, it goes with experience.
Yes.
That is how they deal with it.
Yes.
And one thing, like I mentioned, when you are mentoring young people, avoid being on their case every step of the way, such that they have got pressure not to disappoint you. At school, if I'm mentoring you at school, and then I see you coming with a teacher, both of you angry, you know what I do? I walk away. I make sure that you don't even see that I saw everything.
Yes.
Manage that state at that time. Don't even think that tomorrow I'll come and say I saw you. No, it is finished. Tomorrow I come talk positivity. Yes. Let's go. It was what happened yesterday. I'm not even interested. Sometimes I'm not even interested in asking. Let it pass.
Yes.
We keep going. Because this, when I'm mentoring you, I'm not mentoring angels. Yes. I'm mentoring young people who are prone to mistakes.
Yes.
And if now we are going to be on their case, we create extra carefulness on their side that makes them to lose confidence, and give them some space. Yes. To operate, to blunder, to fight. If ever they will fight, and someday they will fight with the teacher, let it happen. Don't try to be there to always say, that's what I normally don't do.
Yes.
Like when I can say, I don't go that way. No, that I don't do that.
Yes.
I give them space to be themselves.
Yes.
To take decisions, to even correct themselves. Tomorrow we discussed correct positive issues. That's how I do it.
Yes. Okay, fine. Now let's transition, or let's step into a little bit bigger age group now.
Yes.
Yes.
That's another interesting one.
Yes.
Because one thing for sure, our education system did not teach us anything.
Yes.
We were taught how to count mathematics. We were taught how to define things at science and social studies, how to memorize years and years of information.
Yes.
But nobody ever taught us how to live. And when you meet them, know very well you are dealing with people with their certificates, some masters, degree holders, who were never taught how to live. They were taught how to pass.
Yes.
But that's why they're struggling now to live. But the pride tells them that if you're to accept, that means you accept the lose. So you have to be very careful when you are dealing with them, because you have to always make them feel like important and capable, but still assist them to develop the very thing that is not there, that they will sometimes they claim it is there. Yes. So it's very critical. That is so it's awesome, because every time when you see them, breaking down, when you see them like a ball of light falling on them, some of them saying, yes. Then you've hit the. Never ever. I avoid at all cost to always be, you don't know anything. I never do.
Yes.
I make sure that my training experience is so practical, such that them end up identifying the blind spots, the loopholes, the things that they need to acquire. And then when you teach, and that is when they can catch it and Like you tell somebody who has been maybe working for 15 years,
Yes.
never set a goal, but always told his children to set goals, and you come and make him aware. You can't tell him you don't know how to,
Yes.
but you can give him an experience that will assist him to realize he doesn't know.
Yes.
So that when you teach him when he himself has taken a decision that I don't know,
Yes.
that is becomes easier.
Yes.
So that is how now you have to manage the pride and assist them to rise up to become the best version of themselves. But many are coming forth, and even the corporates, you assist them. One thing that I've always told the corporates: never trust someone without goals to achieve the goals of your own corporate or your own company.
Can you say that again?
If you've got some goals
Yes.
as an enterprise that you want to achieve, how do you take these goals and entrust them to somebody who would not have his or her own personal goals? They can't. So assist them to grow, to have their own personal goals that they can pursue. Then they will take that experience and help the company to achieve its goals. But that is why enterprises today are struggling. It is because they've entrusted goalless people to achieve the goals of the enterprise. That's why enterprises are struggling.
Yes.
And the primary point has always been empower these people
Yes.
to be aware of who they are, to be the best versions of themselves. When they have really recollected themselves and started now to live, then they can push the goals of an enterprise.
Yes. Mr. Dikgang, I want to talk about partnership. I want us to talk about partnership. Or maybe before that, you have collaborated with folks from South Africa, or you have trained folks from South Africa. How did you tap into the international market?
Like I said, I'm not compromising when it comes to excellence.
Yes.
One of the guys that assisted, that I learned from coaching, was that the greatest advertisement is a happy customer. So I'm relentless when it comes to preparation.
Yes.
And working on myself.
Yes.
Jim Rohn said, work on yourself more than you work on your job. So I'm very relentless, so that when I'm given an opportunity to deliver, I deliver excellence. I refine my art such that I go out there to really display the craft that has been worked on. That is why you find that even the people out there, they even hear about me.
Yes.
Like, I even trained the office of the president.
Yes.
It was on referral. They didn't know anything about me.
Yes.
The person who had me somewhere, they referred me to them. So the South African market, you'll find that that is one of the companies that I trained was a big company. And I started when the owner was referred to me to assist her in coaching and other depressions and the like.
Yes.
And then the delivery on her was enough to convince her that I can come and assist the bigger company. Yes. So it's all about making sure that you deliver the best. So that is my philosophy. And that is why I've managed to break into an international market. I've always been, I'm even a resident coach in a radio station in South Africa.
Beautiful.
And I've been with Aron FM for the past 6 years, I guess.
Beautiful.
So it's all about making sure that you deliver the best.
Yes.
Yes. And the even where you are doesn't even matter. I'm okay in Francistown.
Yes.
And people have come to Gaborone and said, no, I'm going to do it in Francistown.
Yes.
Yes, I don't even have plan of moving this side.
Yes.
But I will always come this side.
Yes.
And I'm here,
Yes.
I'm all come here, I do my sessions and the like.
Yes.
But I will always be there. And now I've managed to do it all over the country,
Yes.
across the borders. I'm very grateful for that.
Beautiful, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I want us to talk about time management now. You do a lot of things. You do a lot of things. You are a teacher.
Exactly.
Director at Quantum Leap. You travel the world. How do you do all those things in I don't know, in this short space of time?
And I'm a husband and a father on top of that. And
Imagine. Imagine.
Yes. No, I think it's all about managing your time and making sure that the very time that you use, you make great use out of it.
Yes.
Sometimes they say it's not about the time, it's about the quality that is put in that time. When you get there, you meet the children. Ke tswa mo sofeng ke rapama mo meteng ke tshameka le bone. Like go to their age. Yes. And one of the things I think I have to eliminate television.
Okay.
And make sure that some of those times I use them to study, to develop programs, and also, and I have to minimize watching soccer. I think there is only one team that I never miss watching.
Yes.
I don't miss Arsenal playing, but all these other teams, you cannot watch. One thing for sure, I don't know anything about La Liga. I don't know anything about Serie A. I used to know, but I completely cut it off.
Yes.
Because if you tell me Barcelona won, it's okay.
Yes.
But I can't even pick Skimisa Barcelona. We waste so much time in entertainment.
Yes.
But now we have to understand the other things that I don't drink alcohol. I don't. So it means there is a lot of time that we normally waste. But now this is the time that I use to sit down a lot. Maybe one of the things that I would say maybe I've sacrificed a lot is social life.
Yes.
But I still socialize that not that much.
Yes.
So, but I think I've managed to manage my time up to now.
Yes. I want us to talk about mental health. In terms of your trainings, Mr. Dikgang, mental health has, personally, I know it has been one of the most challenging current topics that we fail to talk about, that we fail to expand and teach other people.
Exactly.
Yes. How do you mesh that into your trainings and make sure that, because I want to believe that if I'm not mentally fit, then there is nothing I can do.
Mental health mainly is the story that you tell yourself over and over and over again. So normally I say, if you can be in charge of your thoughts, then you can be in charge of the state of your mental health. That is why whenever I'm dealing with mental health issues with people, because I'm dealing a lot with mental health,
yes,
I'm assisting people to manage the way they think, and also to help them develop some key routines, which if you do them well, you can be able to overcome mental health. They say, take charge of your mornings.
Yes.
Then you are in charge of your life.
Yes.
And if ever you do the right routines, like I've bought into the 5 a.m. routine.
Yes.
Robin Sharma calls his 5 a.m. club.
Yes.
But that routine, if you do it, it sets up your mental sails first thing in the morning. And throughout the day, you can manage it well. I've always said it even on radio that, yes, you can be given medication to sleep. When you wake up, the thoughts are still the same. They will take you back to that state. So, now, how do you take charge of your mental health? We still go back to what do you want? Because if you can emotionalize and you know what you want out of your life. You can have majority part of the day having your thoughts centered around what you want.
Yes.
And develop excitement of, that's why I normally emotionalize the things that I want myself. I've always had pictures of big workshops that, and look at them, start feeling all the feelings that I'll feel when it has taken place.
Yes.
And when I start to feel that, then I feel good. The mental health is overcome.
Yes.
That is the process. And it is not just an event that attains good mental health. It is a way of living. That's how we develop it. So mental health is something that has been taught.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, there's one aspect that I feel, I'm not sure, but that I feel most coaches leave out, which is people that are in the entertainment industry. Have you ever had a chance to coach people in the entertainment industry?
No, I've not had a chance to coach, but I think I had a chance to deal with those in football.
Yes.
I had a chance to talk to Nico United that other season.
Yes.
And but the entertainment, because I have got interest in switching into the field.
Yes.
I've observed a lot. I have studied and made sure that I understand. By the time I have the opportunity to step into their field, I understand. But I think one of the things is that how do you manage the down times? How do you manage the time when everything is up there? And you'd find that is when they're struggling. And it's very important now to realize that the people who have done well mentally,
Yes.
who are in maybe in the entertainment industry, are those with coaches.
Yes.
And I'm very interested in stepping into that field. And because sometimes it's very, very difficult to access them, because majority of times they don't even know how to. But normally I never blame them. I'm one person who say, maybe I've not yet packaged myself well to them.
Yes.
Maybe we need to make them aware of the need for life coaching, the need to be assisted. And but I think I remember 3 weeks back I sent, I learned that Tumza stays in Francistown.
Okay.
And him being my homeboy.
Yes.
I sent him an inbox. I think we need to meet and we talk.
Yes.
But he was in agreement, but we have not yet met.
Okay.
That is how I wanted to understand what's going on.
Yes.
But I think they really need help.
Yes. I'm saying that, Mr. Dikgang, because a lot of people in the entertainment industry are said to be going through a lot. Said to be going through a lot in terms of depression, instead of using substances that are affecting their lives, that are affecting their career. So that is why I was asking that question.
Yes.
And it'll be good for you to step in and try to assist with your coaching skills, so that maybe in an essence of developing our economy, we develop economies through different industries, also incorporating the entertainment industry, also more thing. So it'll be a good ideal or a good thing for you as a coach to step in and train and help. Yes. Mr. Dikgang, we are running out of time, but before we come to our conclusion, I want to ask you, do you as a coach have doubtful thoughts creeping in at some point in time?
They will never stop.
Yeah.
One thing for sure is that we need to know is that weeds need no invitation to come to your yard.
Yes.
Our brains are like a very fertile ground.
Mm-hmm.
And choicest flowers, choicest and the most precious seedlings
Yes.
are supposed to be sown. But weeds, they come aggressively without invitation.
Yes.
That is where management of thoughts is very, very important.
Yes.
And that is why the morning routines, they play a part, especially the affirmations, the gratitude, the visualization. That is when you choke life out of those other thoughts that are the doubtful thoughts, sometimes the feelings of inferiority, and when you do the right thing, you choke life out of them
Yes.
every single day.
Yes. Beautiful. Mr. Dikgang, I'm loving this conversation. Can I get it we can go on and on, but unfortunately, nawarna e chaile. Hela go bana borra ba taba ya mabara bolela gore borra e chaile. But ha gona re tare. But in any case, we have a closing tradition. We have a closing tradition. The last guest we had left a message. So I'm reading this message to you, and I want you to tell me what it means to you.
Okay.
Yes. So the last guest was Mr. Thabiso Bohopa. And he said, refire until you acquire what you desire. You are capable and born for this.
Yeah. What it means to me?
Yes.
What it means to me is that if I am not going to do what I'm born to do,
Yes.
it means I'm costing someone's life.
Yes.
I look at the people that I've assisted to switch to move out of depression.
Yes.
When they were completely down and out. And then I ask myself, had I not done the assignment that at the end of the day assisted me to come up with the solution,
Yes.
maybe these people could have died.
Yes.
That is the driving force. I have to make sure that I am ready for every single situation that comes my way.
Yes.
That's why every single day I am retooling myself,
Yes.
so that I will be able to attend to each and every single challenge.
Beautiful stuff. So I'm going to ask you to do the same for the next guest. To write a short message for them.
Whew.
Yes.
So quick. Okay. I'll write after this.
Okay, no problem. Because of time, I'm going to allow you to do that. But we normally write.
I should write while I'm still here.
Yes. But because of time, I'm going to allow you to write after this. Folks, we have heard Mr. Dikgang talking about leadership, talking about chairs, talking about all things that are affecting us, as from being young people to being grown-ups in corporates, in all over the industries that we can think of, in terms of growing our economies. And folks, if you are watching this and have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do so, because this will help us grow, and it will help you grow also, because we will keep on bringing beautiful and great guests and have insightful conversations. And until we meet again, folks, see you.